The 1917 United States 1 dime is part of the iconic winged Liberty head dime series, widely known as the Mercury dime, a silver 10-cent coin designed by celebrated sculptor Adolph Weinman and produced by the United States Mint from 1916 until 1945, and although the design is often mistaken for the Roman god Mercury, it actually portrays Liberty wearing a winged Phrygian cap, symbolizing liberty of thought, enlightenment, and intellectual freedom, ideals that were deeply important to the American public during the tense and transformative year of 1917, when the United States entered World War I. The 1917 dime was struck at multiple mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with the mint mark, when present, located on the reverse to the left of the fasces, and regardless of mint. The coin was produced for heavy circulation at a time when silver coinage was a fundamental part of everyday commerce. The coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs 2.5 grams, measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge, which helped deter clipping and counterfeiting. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Liberty with finely detailed hair beneath her winged cap, the word Liberty boldly inscribed along the left rim, the national motto "I Am God We Trust" placed to the right of Liberty's neck, the date 1917 at the bottom, and Weinman's small initial A near the truncation of the neck, subtly acknowledging the artist. The reverse displays a fasces, an ancient Roman emblem representing strength through unity and lawful authority, wrapped with leather bands and paired with an olive branch, symbolizing peace, reflecting America's desire for peace even as it prepared for and entered war, while the inscriptions "United States of America" arc across the top rim, one dime curves along the bottom, and E pluribus unum appears horizontally to the right of the fasces, reinforcing the national principle of unity from many states and peoples. In 1917, millions of dimes were struck to meet the demands of commerce during wartime production, and as a result, most surviving examples today show signs of circulation wear, making a truly untilled or uncirculated 1917 dime especially desirable to collectors, as such coins retain their original mint luster, sharp design details, and unworn surfaces. Though they may still show small bag marks from storage at the mint, strike quality can vary widely depending on the mint, with some issues showing softer details in Liberty's hair and weaker definition in the horizontal bands of the fasces, and coins that display fully separated bands, known as full bands, FB, are far scarcer and command significant premiums in the numismatic market. Over the decades, many 1917 dimes were lost, worn down, or melted during periods of rising silver prices and government silver recalls, reducing the surviving population and increasing the historical importance of well-preserved examples. The Mercury dime series as a whole is widely admired for its artistic beauty and symbolic richness, and the 1917 dime holds special significance as a product of America's entry into global conflict, industrial mobilization, and reaffirmation of national ideals. Today, collectors prize the 1917 Mercury dime not only for its silver content and aesthetic appeal but also for its role in illustrating early 20th century American values, and the inscriptions "Liberty, Indiana God We Trust," and "E pluribus unum" remain powerful reminders of the principles the nation sought to uphold during one of the most consequential years in its history, making the 1917 United States 1 dime a small yet enduring artifact of American heritage that continues to captivate collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike. Next top. The 1918 United States 1 dime belongs to the celebrated winged Liberty head dime series, popularly known as the Mercury dime, a silver 10-cent coin designed by renowned sculptor Adolph Weinman and struck by the United States Mint between 1916 and 1945, and although many people assume the portrait depicts the Roman god Mercury, it actually represents Liberty wearing a winged Phrygian cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, intellect, and independence, ideals that were especially meaningful during the turbulent years of World War I, which was still ongoing when this coin was produced. The 1918 dime was minted at the San Francisco Mint, identified by the small S mint mark on the reverse to the left of the fasces, and it was issued during a time when silver coinage was heavily used in daily commerce, meaning most surviving examples show were from circulation. The coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs 2.5 grams, measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter. and has a reeded edge, all standard specifications for U.S. silver dimes of the early 20th century. The obverse features Liberty facing left with flowing hair beneath her winged cap, the word Liberty boldly inscribed along the left rim, the national motto "In God We Trust" clearly visible to the right of Liberty's neck, the date 1918 at the bottom, and Weinman's subtle initial A placed near the truncation of the neck. The reverse depicts a fasces, an ancient symbol of authority, strength, and unity, bound with leather straps and paired with an olive branch to signify peace, reflecting America's desire for peace even amid wartime. While the inscriptions "United States of America" arc around the top rim, one dime curves along the bottom, and E pluribus unum appears horizontally to the right of the fasces, reinforcing the national ideal of unity from diversity. The San Francisco Mint produced approximately 8,800,000 examples of the 1918 S dime, making it neither the rarest nor the most common issue in the series, but it is notably scarce in high-grade uncirculated condition, largely because San Francisco coins of this era were often weakly struck and quickly entered circulation. An untilled or uncirculated 1918 S dime is especially prized by collectors, as it retains its original mint luster, sharp design details, and unworn surfaces, though even mint-state examples may show light bag marks from storage, and coins exhibiting strong detail in Liberty's hair and clear separation in the horizontal bands on the fasces, known as full bands, FB, are significantly rarer and command substantial premiums. Many circulated 1918 S dimes were later melted during periods when silver prices rose or during government silver recalls, reducing the surviving population and increasing collector demand. Historically, the Mercury dime series is widely regarded as one of the most beautiful coin designs ever produced by the United States, and the 1918 S issue in particular serves as a tangible artifact of America's wartime economy, industrial expansion, and patriotic symbolism. Today, the coin is actively collected both for its intrinsic silver value and for its importance in completing Mercury dime date and mintmark sets, with worn examples being accessible to most collectors, while high-grade, fully original uncirculated pieces are highly sought after. And beyond its numismatic value, the 1918 S Mercury dime stands as a compact yet powerful representation of early 20th century American ideals, proudly displaying the enduring inscriptions "Liberty, Indiana God We Trust," and "E pluribus unum," which continue to resonate with collectors and historians more than a century after the coin was struck. Next top. The United States of America 1 dime coin dated 1919 with the D mint mark, officially known as the Winged Liberty Head dime and popularly called the Mercury dime, is a historically significant silver coin produced during a transformative period in American history immediately following World War I. At a time when the nation was shifting from wartime mobilization to peacetime reconstruction while asserting itself as a rising global power, and this coin, designed by acclaimed sculptor Adolf Alexander Weinman, reflects that moment through its rich symbolism, classical artistic style, and refined craftsmanship. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Liberty, not a real person but an idealized figure representing the American concept of freedom, wearing a winged Phrygian cap whose wings symbolize freedom of thought and intellectual liberty, an idea especially meaningful in a democratic society emerging from global conflict, with the word liberty boldly inscribed along the left rim. The national motto "In God We Trust" engraved to the right of Liberty's neck is a declaration of spiritual faith and moral foundation, and the date 1919 positioned at the bottom, anchoring the coin firmly in its historical moment. The reverse design is equally symbolic and powerful, dominated by a fasces, an ancient Roman emblem consisting of a bundle of rods bound together around a protruding axe blade, representing strength through unity, authority under law, and collective power, paired deliberately with a curving olive branch that signifies peace, a striking and intentional contrast that reflects America's desire for peace while maintaining national strength after the war. And encircling this imagery are the inscriptions "United States of America, 1 dime," and "E pluribus unum," the Latin phrase meaning "out of many, one," which emphasizes the unity of the individual states into a single nation. The small D mint mark, located on the reverse to the left of the fasces, identifies the coin as having been struck at the Denver Mint, and 1919 D Mercury dimes are particularly notable among collectors because Denver issues from this era are often characterized by softer or weaker strikes, meaning that coins with sharp detail, especially in the fasces bands, are significantly scarcer. The coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it intrinsic precious metal value, weighs 2.5 grams, measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge, specifications consistent with U.S. dimes of the early 20th century, and when described as uncirculated, it means the coin never entered everyday use, retaining its original mint luster, smooth reflective surfaces, and unworn high points, including Liberty's hair curls, the wing feathers, and the horizontal bands binding the fasces, details that are critical in professional grading. Collectors evaluate such coins using the Sheldon grading scale, with uncirculated grades ranging from MS-60 to MS-67 or higher, and for the 1919 D Mercury dime, specimens exhibiting full bands, where the central horizontal bands on the fasces are fully separated and sharply struck, are especially prized and can command substantial premiums, since they indicate an exceptional strike rarely seen for this date and mint, while worn examples of the 1919 D dime may be valued primarily for their silver content. A truly uncirculated piece with strong luster, minimal contact marks, no cleaning, and well-defined details represents not just monetary value but historical preservation, serving as a tangible artifact of America's artistic renaissance in coinage, a period when U.S. money was designed to communicate ideals of liberty, unity, faith, peace, and national strength, making the 1919 D Mercury dime both a collectible treasure and a small yet powerful witness to the values and aspirations of early 20th century America. Next top. The 1923's United States dime is officially part of the Winged Liberty Head dime series, more commonly known as the Mercury dime, a 10-cent coin produced by the United States Mint from 1916 to 1945. And despite popular belief it does not depict the Roman god Mercury but rather Liberty wearing a winged Phrygian cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, which is why the coin became nicknamed the Mercury dime by the public. The 1923's dime was struck at the San Francisco Mint, indicated by the small S mint mark located on the reverse to the left of the fasces, and it was minted during a period of post-World War I economic adjustment in the United States, when silver coinage still circulated widely in everyday commerce. The coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 17.9 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. All standard specifications for silver dimes of the era. On the obverse, the coin displays the profile of Liberty facing left, with the word Liberty inscribed along the left rim, the phrase "In God We Trust" placed to the right of Liberty's neck, and the date 1923 positioned at the bottom. While the designer's initial A4 sculptor Adolf A. Weinman appears discreetly near the base of the neck, the reverse shows a fasces, an ancient Roman symbol of authority and unity, wrapped with an olive branch to represent peace, with the inscriptions United States of America along the top rim, one dime along the bottom, and E pluribus unum. Positioned horizontally to the right of the fasces, emphasizing the national motto meaning out of many, one. The San Francisco Mint struck approximately 6,970,000 examples of the 1923's dime, making it a moderately scarce issue, particularly when found in higher grades, because many were heavily circulated during the 1920s and 1930s and later melted during silver recalls and price spikes. An uncirculated, mint state, 1923's dime is especially desirable to collectors due to the typical weak strike associated with San Francisco issues of this period, where details in Liberty's hair and the horizontal bands on the fasces often appear soft, and coins showing full bands, FB, on the reverse are significantly rarer and command strong premiums. In an untouched or untilled mint state condition, the coin may exhibit original silver luster ranging from frosty white to lightly toned hues of gold, blue, or champagne, depending on storage history, and surfaces should be free from wear though minor bag marks may still be present. Historically, the Mercury dime series is beloved for its artistic beauty and symbolic depth, and the 1923's represents a tangible link to America's interwar years, a time of industrial growth, cultural change, and evolving national identity. Today, collectors value the 1923's dime not only for its silver content but also for its role in completing date and mint mark sets. And while circulated examples are relatively affordable, high-grade uncirculated pieces can be quite valuable, especially those certified by professional grading services. Beyond its monetary worth, The coin embodies early 20th century American ideals of liberty, unity, faith, and peace as expressed through its inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, making the 1923's Mercury dime a small yet powerful artifact of U.S. history that continues to captivate numismatists and historians alike.